welcomed a new guest today, none other than Mr. Salguero himself. Hello, how are you today?
Thank you. First of all, thank you very much for having me.
No problem.
Yeah. So I heard you, before you came to this school, I heard you worked in the film industry. What, jobs or projects did you work on?
First of all, I was involved in film, but not truly in film, but audio video production, which is different. Yeah.
Same and different. What would you say is different about it?
Well, when I say film, I will include featuring films, movies, documentaries, or any all that kind of stuff, which is real film. But when it's audio video production, it's television broadcasting and sort of that stuff.
So you work more with
It's different. If I say film, something like Hollywood type featuring.
What's an example for say that you've worked on?
I used to work. I start my broadcasting on a PBS station in Falls Church, Virginia. I discovered that I like production, that I like video, and I went and get certified in audio, video, lights, and mobile production.
How is this job your past job similar to what we do in this class, and how did your experience in that job shape the way you taught us?
Oh, yeah, actually, yes. I did work in a charter school in Dallas before I came to Little Elm ISD. And it was the same thing that I've been teaching here. It was there as well. I taught 3 levels of AV classes, and practically is the same here. And because that was my beginning of teaching, but not necessarily about my experience or skills with audio and video production itself.
Okay. What's your favorite part about teaching? What do you feel most proud of?
What I enjoy the most is that my whole point is to build a desire in you as a student, and perhaps to put a seed of what actually this career is about. And therefore, I can actually say, you know what, if you like it, you can actually start slowly, discover yourself, and go from there. But I enjoy leading you to the right path in audio video production.
You enjoy seeing the growth of people, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Over time, or do you just seeing people get better at the skill, or just being able to adapt over it?
The thing is, for you to get a skills, you have to practice, right?
Yeah.
So you practice, and then you get a experience. After the experience comes the skill. So it's not that you will be able to do one thing, right over time. No, that would be impossible.
Yeah.
First of all the technical aspect, it changes so much, by the day. But something that will lead you through and reach your goal is if you really wanted to and you are creative.
Okay.
What was your favorite part about your audio-visual job?
The part of the production itself?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love camera work. I believe I am very creative on camera work. I can do a lot of shoulder handheld camera, and I love that.
Okay, well, we'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
Hello, this is Josh. I'm just here to say that the prom for this year for LHS is on April 16th. Make sure you buy it by the end of that day so you can go attend the prom with you, your man, or your woman, whoever, this coming 16th of April. That's all. Thank you.
While I teach audio video principles or advanced, what I'm giving you is the basic on what is it you will find in any audio video production company or any television production at this point. And because the basics, I said, you will find, and of course, an advanced place. Okay, and it's not that you will find a $600 camera wherever you're going to go work.
Yeah.
It's going to be something very sophisticated. So here, at least the most important part is, and I will suggest, is to learn the audio-video vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
By the time you get to a company, they're going to ask you for that matter, they're going to ask you what actually that means, and you're going to say, oh, that means that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to say, oh, okay, he knows what he's talking about. Audio-video
You
vocabulary.
wouldn't think a degree would already show that, or do you think they will still question you for those things?
No, I think I don't think they will question that. It's not that so important.
Do you think a degree in any of these sort of, career choices, whether it's camera work or audio engineering?
Not necessarily that a degree will be necessary, but I actually been preaching, so to speak, is that you need a certification. And what it means by that is this. An employer going to believe you that you are so interested in that career. If you have a cert, for example, most likely if you went to a community college, it's going to cost you money.
Yeah.
If you go to a university, it's going to cost you more money. But why not to take advantage if we're going to give you a certification here in school while you are in high school, and means you are serious on that path.
Yeah, because fun fact, both me and Aaron are both going for the same degree in audio engineering.
Yeah.
What do you think that sort of career path is something you fully need for a job in that would be audio engineering, such as whether that's being in a radio station or a label that requires audio engineering? Would you think that is important to get the degree, or do you think having the certificate in high school is already big?
Well, because here in campus, we don't have or we don't offer a certification especially for audio. But I do like to teach the type of microphones that we use, which is very important to just know them, that this is a cardioid microphone and that kind of stuff. So you need to know about equipment, which is very, that mixer that we have here, it's going to be so way different than the one we're going to be probably working right outside in the field.
A lot smaller.
Right.
That one.
Oh, it will be a larger. For example, I used to actually run audio for a place. It has 48 channel big audio board. So the band, it was quite large, 16 piece audio. So trumpet from keyboards, pianos, drums. It was big. So I learned that, but that I can apply that whenever I want to just go in up, for any other job. Nowadays, having, they call gigs, like concerts, it's a matter of you plugging into the right company and say, oh God, this is awesome.
Okay. What would you say in this classroom is the biggest thing for us to get out of? Like, out of everything that we learn in this class, everything that we do and practice and learn and skill, what would you think is we need to definitely take out of if we're trying to go into the real world with this knowledge?
After all the technical aspect from the class, either that would be audio or video, something that I really would like everybody to get is to get a good habit. And habit is, so you need to just, even if you're going to be creative and you're in that particular audio video production, I need you to just keep the habits that the technical aspect needs to be fulfilled. For example, what is the audio levels needs to be on DVs on the audio portion of it. What the color space when we record video. So even though you will be very creative, but keep in mind, habits are very important. And being responsible.
Okay. We might go into our next sponsor segment.
Hello, this is Josh. I'm just here to say that the prom for this year for LHS is on April 16th. Make sure you buy it by the end of that day so you can go attend the prom with you, your man, or your woman, whoever, this coming 16th of April. That's all. Thank you.
So, to any 8th grader, to any person in general trying to take principles, trying to take AV1, AV2, practicum, what would you think is the most important thing to come into the class knowing?
One of the first things that I really liked for anyone to be in my class in particular is whatever and whenever that you're learning something new, please take notes. That will get you a lot into remembering things. Okay, especially when we talk about a lot of jargon and audio and video, you're gonna need to remember that. So how to follow instructions is very important.
The old teacher here used to also be very big on having, watching movies, taking note of what goes on in movies. Well, not specifically the movie itself, but what goes on in the shots, what goes on in the directions, what you notice about the lighting. Do you think that is also very important?
I'm in pro of that. If I wish I had the time anyways, but it's very hard when I will assign for homework to say, okay, I need you to watch this particular show, and I will give you the link, and I want you to just learn what is it that on that particular video, or perhaps you can tell me what is that could be done better on that. And in previous schools, actually, I did it. And because we were producing a newscast, I say, okay, guys, I need you to go and watch this newscast of this television channel, and I want to just learn the way it runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So seeing how both you take notes and things, you also actually, one thing that you do that I did notice is that when you do your lessons, you record them and post them.
Yes.
Do you think it would be great for those people to watch those and take notes of what goes on in there, or if they just hadn't pay attention to that?
Well, and the reason I just want to record those lessons is because I want to make those available, and for two reasons. Either because for whatever reason you missed to come to school, okay, and then you will have it online at your own pace and watch it, what happened in class. And second is because something that you might not understood the first time, you can go back, rewind the video as many times you want, and you can just learn back from the video.
What would you say is a big difference for AV1 kids when going into AV2 or AV2 kids going into practicum? What do you think would be the big difference for them to understand?
Okay, AV1 mostly is history from audio, television, and radio.
Yeah.
So most will be history.
They're not quite yet producing things.
Not necessarily that they won't be ready for, though. If I discover that you have a potential, and I don't think so, I can't just be in peace myself to hold your talent and say, you know what, if you can do this, I just gonna just open up myself more into it instead of drawing a line. Okay, because this is AB1, I can't teach you because it's AB2. So I can go back and forth, which that's something that I love from my class.
Yeah.
Well, practicum, on the other hand, that is a different thing because practicum means practice. It's more responsibility, more that a practice like if you would be in a real job.
Okay. Well, we're just about running out of time now, so I'm going to wrap it up. I was Aaron. This is Josh.
And that was Mr. Salguero, our teacher.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me here. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love the opportunity.
Thank you for coming. It was a really, really nice conversation.
Thank you.
Subscribe to LETV, subscribe to LEHS Media, and...
Well, I think we have fully moved on to LEHS Media.
Yeah,
we did.
We're moving
that
all
is
of our
something that we haven't talked
onto LEHS Media. I don't think we've talked about this on the podcast, but I thought I'd mention it.
It is a full movement.
Watch more podcast episodes. Goodbye.